Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss chapter number 12, the moon. Let's start. In previous classes we have learned about the earth and its neighbors in space. In this chapter we will discuss in detail about the moon. The moon is the only natural satellite of the earth. It is one of the brightest objects in the sky after the sun, but it has no light of its own and reflects the light of the sun. You can understand this better by performing a simple activity. Aikoina mamangi class ta aikoigi planet earth ka aduga earth asigi space ta laiba neighbors singi maramda aikoina tamkhre. Masigi chapter sida aikoina moon gi maramda khara hena details oina amuk aikoi discuss tawse. Moon asi aikoi gi planet earth ki amata ngairaba natural satellite ni. Sky asida sun na kwaidagi nganba object ni. Sun gi hek matangda nganbasi moon ni. Moon gi masagi light laizade. Sun sina moon sida fall tawraba matungda moon sidagi amuk reflect tarokpa light asina aikoigi earth ta yauraktuna aikoina moon asi uba fangbani. Matau karamna moon asi ngalibano haibasi hen understand tawnaba aikoi activity ama yengsi. Before doing the activity, let's read the satellite first. Satellite, an object which revolves around a planet, is called a satellite. It may be natural or man-made. Satellite haibasi planet amada revolve tawraga adum laidoribani. Masigi revolve tawgadoriba object asi natural oiba yai natragana man-made oiba yai. Aduna earth ki natural satellite si moon ni aikoigi tha sini. Aduga aikoigi scientist singna semba satellite mayam ama aikoigi planet earth asida revolve tawhalaga lay. Masigi satellite sing asina aikoina man-made satellite haina khangne. Let's see bingo's activity time. Work in groups of 3 each. Take a torch, a plain mirror and a sheet of black paper. Hold one thing each. Stand at an angle such that when you flash the light of the torch on the mirror, you can see the reflected light in the form of a circle on the black paper. This is how the moon reflects the light of the sun and appears bright to us. The moon is situated at a distance of 384,400 kilometers from the earth. It is smaller than the earth and the sun. It appears to be of the same size as the sun because it is quite close to the earth. Masigi activity asida aikoina tawdoribasi aikoi ahum group ta punjalasi. Mi amana torchlight ama pahalasi, mi amana plain mirror ama pahalasi, aduga atopa mi amana black paper sheet ama pahalasi. Torchlight pairiba mi asina plain mirror sida torchlight caption si, aduga plain mirror dagi reflector of light aduna black paper gi sheet asida tahan si. Black paper gi sheet asida tahan ba matamda black paper sheet asida torchlight ki light round noin uba fangani. Masimagni aikoina numit ki light asina munda yairaba matungda mundagi amuk reflect tawraga aikoigi earth sida yauraktuna earth gi uba fangibasini. Aduna masida torchlight asina sun ga manarani, plain mirror asina moon ga manarani, aduga black paper asina aikoigi earth gi yengakpagi mawongda aikoina khangan. Moon asi aikoigi planet earth asidagi 384,400 kilometer lapi. Moon asi aikoigi planet earth tagi aduga sun dagi su hena pi. Moon asi aikoigi earth tagi yengba matamda sun ga haifet chawba manana uribasigi maramsi mun asi aikoigi artagi yamna nakpana maramnan sun asina yamna chawba taragasu aikoigi artagi yamna lapi aduna sun asi pikna ubani. Let's see the next topic, surface of the moon. The surface of the moon is covered with a layer of dust and it has mountains, lava plains, valleys and craters. The craters are big deep holes which, according to the scientists, were formed when rocks from outer space known as meteorites collided, hit against with the moon. The heating of the meteorites broke up the surface of the moon. This caused lava present in the core to flow out from these craters. When this lava cooled down, it formed plains, rocks, etc. These craters were formed about 3.5 to 4.5 billion years ago. Moon gi surface asi uful gi layer na kupsali aduga moon gi surface asida mountains, lava plains, valleys, craters asinachingba kaya marum lay. Craters haibasi yamna chawba, yamna luba makulni. Scientists singna haibagi matungina craters asi matau karamna semakhibano haibada meteorites haina khangnaba space tagi rock asina moon gi surface asida hit taro matungda tasallaba matungda asigumba yamna chawba deep holes craters asi semgibani haina scientists singna hai. Meteorite asi moon gi surface ta tasalakpadagi moon gi surface sing asi machet thokna kai masina maram oiraga moon gi core manungda laiba lava asi crater sida thoklai. Crater sida lava asi tholaba matungda lava asi amuk inthagiduna plains, rocks asina chingbasing asi amuk semai. Moon gi surface ta laiba crater sing asi 3.5 tagi 4.5 billion years ki mamangda semamban. Atmospheric conditions on the moon. The moon has no atmosphere, there is no air and weather on it, but there are some evidences which suggest the presence of water on it. It is extremely hot during the day and freezing cold at night on the moon as compared to the earth. This is because unlike the earth, there is no atmosphere on the moon to absorb some of the heat coming from the sun. Thus, it becomes very hot during the day. At night, due to the absence of atmosphere, all the heat escapes out, thus making it very cold. Due to all these conditions, life is absent on the moon. Moon gi atmospheric condition khara yengsi. Moon gi atmosphere laite, munda air aduga weather su laite, adubu evidence khara da moon gi surface da ising fangi haibasi khangba ngami. Nungthil gi matamda moon asi yamna sai aduga nungdang gi matamdana asuki matik ingi. Adubu aikoi gi planet earth asidadi nungthil gi matamda yamna kahen nasu sade aduga numidang gi matamda yamna kahen ingbasu oide. Masigi maram asi aikoi gi earth asidadi atmosphere lay adubu mundadi atmosphere laitabana maram moiraga sandagi fangba heat sing asi nungthil gi matamda atmosphere laitrabanina absorb amata tawdabadagini. Sun gi heat asi absorb amata tawdrabanina subsandrabanina nungthil gi matam asi yamna saribani aduga nungdang gi matamdana atmosphere na chupsalauraba sun gi heat asi thadora aga sahangadabadu atmosphere si laitrabanina sun gi heat asi chupsalaudrabanina thadoroktrabanina nungdang gi matamda yamna ingiban. Masina maram moiraga moon asida life asi laitriban. Let's see the bingo's knowledge bank. You cannot hear any sound on the moon because of the absence of air. Munda air asi leitabana maram moiraga sound amata aikoina taba fangoi. Sound ama chatnaba honaba matamda medium ama darkar lei. Air asi shu medium ama ni aduna air asi leitrabanina sound amata taba fangoi. Let's see another bingo's knowledge bank. We always see the same side of the moon. This happens because both the revolution of the moon around the earth and the rotation of the earth on its own axis occur at the same speed. Aikoina uriba moon gi nungti gi uriba side asi chap manaba side ni moon gi maning thangba side si aikoi gi prithvi dagi ngasi fauba uba amata fangdri moon gi side ama kaktang aikoi gi prithvi dagi adum uriba gi maram si moon na earth sida revolution tawbagi speed asiga earth na masagi axis da rotation tawbagi speed asiga chap manabagin. Earth asina rotation tawbagi ungmagi matam asida moon asishu earth sida koiraga dum chatoribani aduna speed asi chap manabana maram moiraga moon gi side ama kaktang aikoina adum uribani. Let's see the next topic, phases of the moon. As seen from the earth, the moon appears to change its shape every day. This is because we see only that part of the moon which reflects the light of the sun. The side of the moon facing us receives varying amount of sunlight as it is continuously moving around the earth. Its shape varies from a thin crescent to a full moon. These different shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. Aikoigi Prithibidagi tha asi yengba matamda nungtigi tha asigi shape asi change tawi. Nungtigi tha gi shape asi change tawbagi maram si tha gi side amakaktagi numitki light asi reflect tawraga aikoigi Prithibida yawrakpagini. Aikoigi Prithibiromda onjalliba moongi side asida sunlight pangbagi chang asi manade maramdi moon asina earth asida continuously ungaga adum laibagini. Moon gi shape asi yamna pikpa crescent size tagi hauraga full moon fauba tongan ba makhalgi shape lay aduna masigi moon gi tongan ba makhalgi shape sing asibo ikoina phases of the moon haina khang. Let's see the bingo's knowledge bank. Footprints of the astronauts who have visited the moon will remain visible on it for at least 10 million years because there is no erosion on the moon. Astronaut sing na tha da chatluba matamda makoigi khonggi mami asi footprint asi yamdrabada 10 million years adum mami taraga laigani maramdi munda erosion thokti haibadi munda atmosphere leitrabanina nungsitna mungi surface sing asi humdo aroi aduga nong su tade aduna maram waraga ising sing asina chamthokibasu leiraroi aduna mungi surface asi disturb tawdrabanina footprint sing asi yamna kuina 10 million years ki changda laigani in hairibani. Let's see the bingo challenge. Discuss in class why human beings cannot survive on the moon. Munda aikoi human being na laibang amoy haribasi karigino hangmani. Munna sida atmosphere leite aduna maram moiraga aikoi gi darkar laiba gases oxygen asi fangdrabanina munda aikoi survive tawbang amoy adugi mathakta amuk atmosphere leitabana maram moiraga daytime da munna si yamna ka hena sai aduga nungdangdana yamna ka hena ingi aduna maram moiraga munna sida aikoi human being na laibanga moidoriban. Let's see the different phases of the moon. The different phases of the moon are as follows. New moon, when the side of the moon facing the earth does not receive any sunlight and we cannot see the moon, then it is called a new moon. Artlomda onjanba mungi face asina numitki mangal amata phangdragadi sunlight asi tha asida yairaba matungda arta yorakpa maramna reflect tarakpa light asi ekoina amata uba phangaroi aduna maram moiraga tha asi mamna urani masigi mamna uriba thagi face asibu ekoina new moon haina khangnai aduna new moon haiba numit asidadi tha asi completely dark oigani. Let's see the next one, crescent moon. When only a small portion of the facing side of the moon gets sunlight and becomes visible to us, we call it crescent moon. Aikoigi art lomda onjanba thagi side asina sunlight asi small portion da fangbadagi aikoigi artagi yengakpa matamda machet amakhak aikoina uba fangani aduna machet amakhak uriba mungi face asibu aikoina crescent moon haina khangnai. This is the crescent moon. Half moon. When half portion of the facing side of the moon becomes illuminated, we call it half moon. Aikoigi artagi uriba mungi side asigi tangkhai ama ngan bataragadi masigi mungi face asibu aikoina half moon haina khangnai. Let's see the next one, giver's moon. When almost 3/4 of the facing side of the moon receives sunlight, it is called giver's moon. Art lomda onjaliba moon gi side asigi 3/4 haibadi mari thokpagi manungda ahum amadi ngan bataragadi masigi moon gi face asibu aikoina giver's moon haina khangnai. Let's see the last one, full moon. When the entire side of the moon facing the earth is illuminated, we call it full moon. Koigi Prithvi romda onjalakpa moon gi side asi loinabak ngalagadi madugi moon gi face adubu aikoina full moon haina khangnai. All the above stages together are known as waxing phase of the moon. After this, the cycle reverses and the size of the illuminated facing side of the moon starts reducing. These stages are collectively referred to as waning phase of the moon. Aduna aikoina mathakta pankriba stages sing asi moon gi waxing phase haina khangnai. Masigi cycle asi loiraba matungda haibadi ahanbada new moon oire tha asi mamamme mathangda tha asi crescent moon oire asumna machet ama ure asum ngan thoraktuna numit kharani gi matungda tha asi asumna tangkhai ngalani madudagi amuk ngan basum henjalakpadagi 3/4 ngalakpasi giver's moon haina khangnagre adudagi amuk kharagi hen ngan thorakpadagi tha gi full face asi ngan basi full moon haina khangnakre aduna full moon gi hek mathangdagi amuk tha asi machet khara mamba haurani numit kharani gi matungda asum machet chum mamsalakpadagi tangkhai ama muk mamkhrani tangkhai dagi amuk asum hena mamsan gibadagi tha machet amakhak amu aikoina uba phangani madudagi amuk hena mamsan giduna new moon asi amuk yauri aduna new moon dagi full moon faubagi stages sing asi aikoina waxing phase haina khangnai aduga full moon dagi new moon faubagi stages asina aikoina waning phase haina khangnai. Let's see the next topic, eclipse. You must have heard about the solar and lunar eclipse. In fact, some of you must have seen the solar eclipse too. We will now discuss what are eclipse and how they are caused. An eclipse is the partial or total blocking of the light of the sun by a heavenly body like the earth or the moon. We already know that the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. So many a times all three of them come in a straight line. In such a situation, the light of the sun is blocked by the body in the middle. Thus, it casts its shadow on the third body. The third body is said to be eclipsed or hidden from the sun. Depending on the third body, which gets eclipsed by the shadow of the middle heavenly body, eclipses are categorized into two types: solar eclipse and lunar eclipse. Eclipse haibasi karino yengsi nakoina solar eclipse, lunar eclipse haibasi taramani. Nakoi khara amadi solar eclipse uramani. Aduna eclipse haibasi karino matau karamna eclipse thuibano haibadu aikoi discuss tausi. Eclipse ama haibasi sun gi light asi heavenly body, example oina hairabada earth natragana moon na machet khara khomjanba natragana pulap khomjanba adubuni. Earth asina sun da revolve tawi aduga moon asina amuk earth revolve tawi haibasi aikoi hana khangkhre. Aduna moon ga earth kasina lengba matam sida makoi ahum asi haibadi sun ne moon ne earth ne makoi ahum asi straight line da laiba mapa ama sometimes yaurai. Masigi situation asida sun gi light asi middle da lairiba body aduna khumjallaga middle body adugi mami adu third body da tasalli. Aduna madugi matang aduda third body asi aikoina eclipse tawre natragana numitagi khumjalle haina aikoina haibiyai. Third body sigi matungina middle body asigi mami asi eclipse tawba matamda eclipse asi aikoina makal ani thoktok payai: solar eclipse haiba ma, lunar eclipse haiba ma. Aduna solar eclipse haisina karino aduga lunar eclipse haibasina karino haibasi amuk makata namu yengsi. Let's see solar eclipse. When the sun, the moon and the earth are in a straight line, then the moon blocks the sunlight reaching the earth and casts its shadow on the earth. This is called a solar eclipse. When the moon completely hides the sun, it is a total solar eclipse. When it hides the sun only partially, it is a partial solar eclipse. A solar eclipse lasts for only a few minutes. Solar eclipse haibasi yengsi. Solar eclipse asida sun ne, moon ne, earth ne makoi ahongi position asi moon asina sun ga earth ka gi marakta laigani. Mayaida lairiba moon asina sunlight asi khanjanduna moon gi shadow asi earth sida tasangani. Aduna earth sida moon gi shadow asi tasallaba matungda eclipse asi aikoina amuk ani thoktok payai: partial solar eclipse haiba ma, total solar eclipse haiba ma. Partial solar eclipse asidadi sunlight asi completely khanjandabana maram moraga yengsi solongi side sidagi lakpa sunlight asi sigi moon asina khanjanba taragasu sun gi mathak thangba side lomdagi laiba light asinadi khanjandabana maram moraga numit asi machet ama uba fangani. Asumna masigi portion asidasu mathak lomdagi laiba sunlight asi moon asina khanjanba taragasu sun gi makha thangbadagi lakpa sunlight asidi khanjande. Aduna maram moraga sun asi machet ama ugani. Aduna masigi earth ki part asidagi yengakpa matamda sun asi machet oina ugani. Aduna masigi jaga asida aikoina partial solar eclipse thoi haina aikoina haigani. Aduga masigi mayai center asida numitki mathak lomdagi lakpa light asisu aduga numitki makharomdagi laiba light asisu moon asina completely khanjanbana maram moraga numitki light asi amata uba phangde. Aduna masigi earth ki mapa asida aikoina total solar eclipse thoi haina aikoina haigani. Solar eclipse asi yamna kuide minute khara khakni solar eclipse na tawdoribasi. Be sensitive Watching a solar eclipse directly or even through sunglasses or smog glasses can be dangerous for your eyes. So use a pinhole camera to view the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse thokpa matamda aikoina numitta sunglass natragana smog glass sizinaraga directly yengba si aikoigi mitki oina yamna dangerous oi mit yamna sokani aduna maram moiraga aikoina numita directly yengbagi mahutta pinhole camera sizinaraga numitki mangal asi pinhole camera gi surface tahallaba matungda aikoini yengagadi aikoigi mit asi soy aduna aikoina solar eclipse ama thokpa matamda pinhole camera sizinaduna solar eclipse asi aikoina yengadabani. Next, let's see lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse occurs when the earth comes in between the sun and the moon. The earth blocks the sunlight reaching the moon, thereby casting its shadow on it. When the earth's shadow completely covers the moon, it is a total lunar eclipse. When it covers the moon only partially, it is a partial lunar eclipse. A lunar eclipse can last up to an hour and a half, and it is absolutely safe to watch it with naked or unaided eyes. Lunar eclipse asida sun, earth, moon makoy ahong gi position na si yengsi aikoy gi planet earth asina sun ga moon ga gi mayay da laygani. Sun dagi laiba sunlight asi earth sina block toksilaba matungda khomjallaba matungda earth ki shadow asi moon sida tagani. Earth ki shadow asina moon si completely khomjanba taragadi madu aikoina total lunar eclipse haina khangnagani. Aduga earth ki shadow asina moon si machet khara khomjanba taragadi madu aikoina partial lunar eclipse haina khangnagani. Lunar eclipse asi pung ama makhai changda tauraga lay. Lunar eclipse yengbasi aikoigi naked eye na yengba matamda karisu aikoigi mitta sokningai oiti. Aduna lunar eclipse sokpa matamda aikoina thada yengbada karisu kaide. Aduna amtanga ningchangsi solar eclipse ki matangdana moon asina sun ga earth ka gi mayai da laygani. Aduga lunar eclipse ki matangdana earth asina sun ga moon ga gi mayai da laygani.